Good morning, Technosphere. And today's question is, what the actual fuck? I mean, here I am, sitting on my doorstep at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I really have no idea what's gone on. I mean, it's not the sitting on the doorstep bit that I'm not sure about. Morning, Carla. It's not the sitting on the doorstep bit that I'm not sure about. I'm sitting on the doorstep because the sun doesn't get onto my patio till about 11 o'clock. And I don't normally see that. And but somehow, for some reason, I keep waking up in the morning. And well, it's a bit weird. And today I got out of bed. And Claire, hello Claire, how are you? I got out of bed and I looked at Facebook and I was really confused because last night they shifted the matrix around. So in the middle of the night, Facebook got this little blue round Facebook thing in the middle of the bar at the bottom, and it was very confusing. I didn't know how to work it. And then I got my head around it, and then this morning it's gone. So did anybody else see the matrix shift in the middle of the night last night with Facebook, or did I imagine it? Because now I think I'm imagining it. Because I'm imagining a lot of things. Anyway, you know, I never used to be the kind of person that wished ill on other people. And I have become that kind of person. And I'm not proud. I'm just accepting of it. And why have I become the kind of person that wishes ill on other people? Well, by having people be really, really horrible to me. A lot. And I tried really hard to not be that kind of person. I used to be part of the positive thinking club and looking for the good and all that kind of stuff in people. But because I looked for the good so much, I missed the bad and got punched in the face. Good morning, Denise. So, yeah, I've given up looking for the good in a person. I think they either demonstrate it clearly, in which case I will appreciate and praise it. But if they don't demonstrate it, then Ailey, hello. Oh, look, it's my girls. They're all up in the morning. If somebody acts like a cunt, I think that I'm allowed to call them a cunt. I know it's not very British of me, because we don't like calling a spade here, but my family is South African, and so they're a combination of Dutch sensibilities and African sensibilities, so they just say what they think. I just say what I think. So if I think someone's a cunt, then I say I think that person is a cunt. Anyway, this apparently is not the way forward. This is not how we roll. So I'm trying to muster an apology for the bad things I said about the evil clown yesterday. I'm trying really hard, and I would be very upset if somebody said bad things like that about my children. However, my children are never going to be running the country, and they're never going to be responsible for the lives of millions. So it's unlikely that people will say bad things about them to that scale. And the fact that they are my children probably means that they're as offensive as I am. And probably people think bad things about them already. I mean, I'm saying bad things about them. They're saying bad things about me. But try as I might, I can't feel sorry that I expressed my loathing for the ruling classes. I just can't feel sorry for that. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. I think I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. I might not be sorry that I'm not sorry. Actually, I'm not fucking sorry that I'm not fucking sorry. Okay? I despise hereditary privilege and anybody who takes advantage of it. I despise hereditary disadvantage and the fact that I am subject to it. I've lucked out as far as being, second-class citizen is concerned, because I live in a nice house in a nice area. It ain't mine. I don't own anything. I also don't want to own anything. I don't actually believe in ownership as a concept. That doesn't mean I don't go along with it. I have to go along with it because I live in a society in which 9/10 of the law relates to property. So obviously, I have to go along with it. But I don't think that it's a natural thing. And I don't think it's good for humans to... Morning, Georgina, how are you? Do you want to come and sit in my garden? Come and sit in my kitchen garden and we'll have a social distance chat. Anyway, so I recognise that my extreme politics, when I think everything should be shared by everybody and the people who don't want to share it should be stopped. I recognise that the extremity of my politics is alienating for some people. And so I was going to say I try to mitigate them, but that would be a lie, wouldn't it? Because those of you that know me know that I never mitigate my opinions. I don't mind if people disagree with me, and I'm really, really happy to engage in a debate, and I really, really love it when somebody demonstrably proves that I'm wrong. And I would really, really... God, it would make my heart sing if somebody could demonstrate to me that the entire British establishment was not based on fucking over the working classes. Would somebody like to disillusion me on that? Because I really, really, I'd love to have it demonstrated to me that the noblesse oblige I've heard about extended to looking after the weak and the sick and the poor and the ill. And but I can't forget the austerity measures we've all been subject to. And I can't forget the lifelong bullshit that I've been subject to. And, I can't help but take it personally when I get treated like a nigger. I just can't help it. And unfortunately, it isn't because I'm brown, because nowadays a lot of people that are not brown have been niggerized. Single parents are niggerized. Oh, I'm not even going to go through the list of people that have been niggerized by our government, but basically anyone that isn't in their gang is vulnerable, shall we say? Yeah. And we got that letter from our leader yesterday, and it put me in a really, really bad mood, and it has a lingering effect on my psyche. Here I am up on, today's the official beginning of lockdown week 3, because it's Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. I don't know. And the reality of it is dawning. No, it's not dawning. The reality of it is biting into my consciousness in a way that is a bit scary, because I'm sat here with my coffee and my doob going, I told you so. I knew it was going to be like this. And it is like this. We're all locked in our houses, and it's real. The fact that it's real is doing my fucking head in. And am I the only person who's having their head done in by this? Am I the only person that going, what the actual fucking fuck have you done to us? Are we all really locked in our houses? Yes, we are. So, we're so locked in our houses that I'm sitting on my doorstep in the morning. Morning! And I'm saying morning to strangers in the street. Because, like, I've been... maybe it's a thing, maybe it's a habit I'll stick with.
Talk to a cat.
Maybe saying hello to strangers in the street is a habit that I ought to stick to. Denise Laura Baker says, bearing in mind Johnson's parents even say he's an idiot. Don't feel bad. Thank you, Denise. I feel a bit better now. Denise isn't embarrassed to see me on Facebook. A lot of my friends are embarrassed to be associated with me on Facebook. But hey, there's not many people I know that are embarrassed to walk down the street with me. I'm going to finish with a poem. It's called The Me Show, because I can't deal with thinking about the government anymore, and I can't deal with thinking about international trade, and I can't deal with thinking about oppression, I can't deal with thinking about the struggle, and I can't deal with thinking about any of it. So all I'm going to do is work on my tan. The Me Show. Sometimes I am funny. Sometimes I am sad. Sometimes I'm beside myself. Other times I'm mad. Sometimes I am functioning. Sometimes I am not. But I'm always really human. And of course, I'm always hot. Happy lockdown, people. Fight the power in little ways.